everyone, and welcome back to Politics Now. And today, a very important ruling just came out a little while ago that the Supreme Court has overturned affirmative action and ruled that it is against the Constitution, which it clearly was from the start. And yeah, affirmative action is no more, and it's finally decided that the kind of racist affirmative action is in fact racist. And yeah, this is a huge win for the GOP and is only trumped by when they overturned Roe v. Wade. And honestly, this is a pretty big win for Republicans. If affirmative action, which is probably one of the more hated things by the Republican Party that they've always wanted to get rid of because it is so clearly not good at doing whatever it was supposed to do and it's just flat out racist. Well, the election was in and the decision was made 6-3, which is a pretty big margin considering how divided the Supreme Court is. And yeah, affirmative action is now over, and a bunch of major colleges are freaking out because with affirmative action gone, they no longer get to have as much power over picking and choosing, and they can possibly get sued over discriminating against Asians and whites, over blacks and Hispanics, and all those other people who might not be as qualified, but since they're a minority, they automatically get into it. And this is a huge win for, just the average guy who wants to get into college but can't because all these colleges are discriminating against them in favor of minority candidates. And yeah, it's just a huge win for everybody, especially Republicans, because honestly, this proves that if they can get Roe v. Wade and affirmative action overturned, they can probably get a lot of the stuff that is affecting their electoral chances and a lot of the policies that they want to get through. And this is only the beginning. We could, I don't know, turn over all this other garbage that's really hurting our chances, like say we could get rid of mail-in ballots. We could get rid of harvesting ballots once we win an election and are able to use the Supreme Court to get rid of that and have a major advantage in elections from now on. And this is very good news because this completely changes the dynamic and only reaffirms what was stated after Roe v. Wade's overturning, and that we can sort of fight back against the constant left-wing progressive agendas being pushed through the last decade, and we can overturn them using the Supreme Court and finally get rid of them and leave them up to the states, or eventually just get rid of it federally and completely ban it. And yeah, this is a pretty good event that has happened, and honestly, it was pretty shocking. This came out of nowhere. I was just sitting on my bed and just looking at my phone, and then all of a sudden, I heard that affirmative action was overturned in the Supreme Court. This, honestly, it's a great thing that happened, but it came out of nowhere. And a ton of these colleges and people who support affirmative action are just completely baffled by this because honestly, a 6-3 decision, most people, if they did think that it was going to get overturned, thought it was going to be a 5-4. But yeah, it's a pretty great case, great decision, and yeah, it shows that we are making some progress in the culture war, and we can fight back against all these progressive agendas that have been imposed onto us for the past 10 years. And this really opens the door to a bunch of other stuff that we can get rid of and overturn using the Supreme Court to our advantage, and that we don't even need to have control over the House, the Senate, or even the presidency to get a lot of this stuff overturned. As long as we have the Supreme Court, and we can use it on top of our electoral power and finally get rid of all this garbage that has been imposed on to us from Obama and Joe Biden and all this other garbage that we want to get rid of. And yeah, we could do a lot of things with this stuff, with this turn of events. And if 2024 is a great year for Republicans, we can probably just completely sweep the floor with all these awful progressive agendas, get rid of the Board of Education, get rid of all these useless taxes, completely get rid of all this useless spending on the stupidest shit you could think of. And yeah, just completely wipe out the progressive agendas that are slowly getting rid of our power and our electoral chances of winning elections. And yeah, this really just opens the door to other things that we could possibly do to fight back in the culture war and possibly turn it around, because momentum is on our side. And if we use that momentum, like here where we overturned one of the more important things that has been plaguing our colleges and our lives for the past few years outside of Roe v. Wade, because that was pretty big, then using both of these, we could probably increase our momentum, and we could possibly have an actual red wave, not like 2022 where everyone was saying that we're going to have a red wave and everybody ignored the national polls, and look at that. It was like at best a ripple in the water. But yeah, we could actually have a red wave in 2024 and future elections using the Supreme Court and possible control over the Senate, the House of Representatives, and the presidency. And if we control all of these, we could do anything, like anything that we want to get through. We could probably do it. Maybe get rid of filibustering. That would be pretty nice. Clean out the lobbyists. That would be amazing. And yeah, if we can overturn affirmative action in Roe v. Wade, we could do anything. So yeah, that is pretty good news. And what do you think of it? Make sure to post it in the comments below, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day. Bye.